Bonjour, bienvenue sur le campus de Google.
Hello, welcome to the Google campus.
And since the summer holidays are now upon us, today I'm having a chat en français with Julie Catillot to find out how Google's translation tool is soon going to be souped up with some proper artificial intelligence. Thank you very much for having us. Is it true that all your food is free?
Merci beaucoup de nous avoir. Il est vrai que tous vos aliments est libre.
Oui, c'est vrai. D'ailleurs, si vous voulez déjeuner, je peux vous inviter.
Yes, it is true. Also, if you want lunch, I invite you.
The Translate app can already act as a live translator between two speakers of different languages, which is really very cool. Although if it doesn't quite hear you correctly in the first place, it can lead you down a bit of a linguistic cul-de-sac, which is French for cul-de-sac.
Est-il également vrai que vous n'êtes pas autorisé à quitter le campus en astérisque, 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 astérisque et vous devez dormir les cheveux ce soir de votre vie à Google fait?
I'm not an expert in French, but I think there was something unusual about that sentence. Well, that's a good example, isn't it, of how the translation may be absolutely perfect, but it relies on the sensors and the microphone getting it right in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So there's several pieces of technology in the conversation mode. First, we need to recognize what you're saying and then translate this text and then turn it back into voice. And depending on the accent, it can be quite challenging to understand what is being said.
Yeah, blame it on my accent. Most Americans think I'm Australian anyway. True story. Now, the current translation engine doesn't actually understand how different languages work. It simply learned how different phrases and whole sentences translate by ingesting millions of translated documents from the web. But this is soon going to change as a much more sophisticated AI method is introduced.
We're now soon actually going to introduce a new component with neural nets that drastically improve the translations because it doesn't look anymore word by word, but actually tries to be smarter and understand the structure of the phrase.
The machine translation that takes place on this has no understanding of the grammar rules of language. Are you saying a neural net will go about it a different way and actually understand the rules of a language?
Yes, it's really an algorithm that will learn and understand rules on its own. We don't need to teach the algorithm how the language works. By looking at millions of examples, the algorithm will understand how to build sentences.
Neural nets will also be used to enhance the other function of the Translate app, Word Lens.
John is in the basement mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement thinking about the government. The man in a trench coat, badge out, laid off, says he's got a bad cough, wants to get it paid off.
Arguably even more impressive than spoken translation, this spots words on signs and replaces them with their foreign equivalent live on screen.
Pig pen wants $11 bills, you only got 10.
Not sure if anyone here understood my Silicon Valley related gags, but hey, maybe one day the artificially intelligent app will have the smarts to get the joke.